Hey Calvary Hill. So this past Sunday, we went into week 2 of our series talking about world changers. And we took some time to talk about how you moms are really world changers, whether you realize it or not. And we spent some time in 2 Timothy chapter 1 looking at these couple of moms who really, they were world changers and a young man named Timothy. We look and see in verse 5, it says, "I remember your genuine faith, for you share the faith that first filled your grandmother Lois and your mother Eunice. And I know that same faith continues strong in you." How Paul was saying, Timothy, that faith, it didn't start with you. It actually started with your grandmother, all the way down to your mother, and then it was passed on to you. And how we're convinced that there are so many of you moms who the faith that you have today is being passed on into your kids, and you are raising up future world changers. We're convinced that God is going to call some future Timothys out of this church, all because of the faith that you continued to show them. We talked about this idea, how for some of us, the greatest thing we do in the kingdom of God may not be something we say, but it might be a person that we raise. I pray that we live on mission this week as we go throughout our day to raise up some world changers. Hey, we also want to invite you out this Sunday at 10 a.m. We're going to keep going into this series, and this week we're actually going to take some time to unpack this idea of how we all have a sphere of influence. Can't wait to talk to you guys about that. And I also want to mention this Sunday night at 6 p.m., we're going to have our worship and prayer night from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. We're believing now that God is going to show up in an incredible way to speak to your hearts of all that He has in store. So we encourage you to come out and be a part of this worship and prayer night. So we look forward to seeing you this Sunday at 10 a.m. and again this Sunday at 6 p.m. See you there.